With a population of 1.2 billion, India generates a lot of garbage. And it's increasingly one of the biggest problems in urban India. But many are now looking at ways to turn rubbish into more useful products. This table and chair are made from what was once Tetra Pak containers. This transformation from discarded juice packs into school furniture is the result of a growing movement called upcycling, a variation of recycling. This is one of several different ways companies and consumers are responding to the growing problem of trash in India. And benefit those in need, like this school for the underprivileged. The packaging industry produces tons of waste. Tetra Pak cartons are made of 75% paper and 25% aluminium and plastic. So the company is investing in making useful accessories from discarded packages.
Waste per se is a huge problem, but of course it is one of the many problems that India has, and with growing urbanization and more packaging coming into the market, it's only going to get worse. And from that point of view, then of course what we are trying to do is to stay ahead of the curve, because our waste footprint is not that big today in India.
The Indian capital of Delhi is the largest producer of waste in the country. But an army of informal workers trade in rubbish, ensuring that much of it is recycled. But while recycling breaks down products like glass and paper and consumes energy to make it into a reusable product, upcycling means old products are given an entirely new life, completely different from what they started out as. Experts say that as companies engage in upcycling and find more uses, waste stealing could be more profitable than ever.
Upcycling helps everyone in the value chain, starting from informal waste picker. They get higher price for the waste, recyclable waste which they pick up, and including the value, higher up in the value chain, the traders, the companies who are engaged in recycling, because of the higher value product which they produce out of it.
Taking the upcycling movement a step forward is Swechha, an environmental group involved in waste management. Storage space made of old plastic vegetable containers to a partition fashioned out of bicycle wheels. With a little mending or remodeling, everything has been given a new lease of life. Reusing materials is not just cost-effective but a necessity for a city like Delhi, says the group.
Delhi churns out somewhere around 8,000 metric tons of garbage every day. There's so many landfills that we talk about, that we see around. Out of them, almost out of 40 landfills, 12 are already full. There are 2 surviving landfills that actually look like land hills rather than landfills. They're all already saturated. There's no space. So by upcycling, recycling small things that you see around your life, you can make a huge difference. And it could still look beautiful and you can still use it.
With the country's population and consumption increasing, the waste heap is growing. In a bid to save resources, the upcycling trend is one that seems to be taking off. And if everyday rubbish can be turned into cash, companies and consumers may find it profitable to throw away less.